We are live. We are live, a little bit late, but we are functional, and that is better than it's been for the past 10 minutes. Twitch made me log in like 3 different times along, like, at least twice into OBS Studios, and then once more just actually online. So, rip. But we're on. We're online. We're playing the game. We're about to play the game. But, you know, it worked. Let me just check the system for a little bit, see if there's anything I want to do. Okay. Well, now you guys can't see that anymore. Let's fix that. It did not like that. There we go. Okay. Oh, and it crashed. I love technology, especially when it works properly. Okay, we're back again. All right, let's just start. Can't possibly go any worse. I know nothing about this game, but based on the cover image, it's probably gay. Possibly even lesbian. Oh. I guess it does say remembering how we met, so it makes sense that the whole thing's a flashback. Voice acting. Nice. This is published by Manga Gamer. I don't know what studio it is based. It's definitely not Studio Alon, based on the art. Yeah, let me actually turn myself back on Steam. I always go invisible when I'm trying to test things out, so it's not just like flickering on and off that I'm trying to start a game. Because, you know, I had to boot the game at least 3 times to get it to work. Including that crash that we saw. Having CGs already, which is always nice. Yeah, I think I was right on my initial assumption about this. Is that okay? It just replays it. Good. Just trying to see if there's any. It doesn't look like there's anything else fancy down there. Hopefully this is just gonna be some nice, chill romance. I don't want some stupid ass drama, some head ass, supernatural, nothing like that. I mean, like, what did I play last week or 2 weeks ago? The Highway Blossoms. You know, for some reason, all of the lesbian BNs seem to have flowers in their names. I wonder if that's a consistent theme. I say sarcastically, knowing the answer. Let me actually message one person in particular who I think might care about this. Not sure how I feel about the hearts in text. Don't make a height joke, don't make a height joke. They always go for the low blow height joke here.
以前のリサだったらこんな目立つ場所で手をつないだらそれだけで真っ赤になっていたはずだもの。
それは今はまだ早い。
Oh no, is it a
ミカ女の学生が誰もいないから。
is it a good Christian all-girls school too? Because if it is, it makes sense that they're doing that. It's just like Maria Holic or I can't remember the English, so Maria-san ga miteru.
あらそう。でも私は周りに誰がいても。
So we got the shy one and we got the forward one. That seems like it'll be fun.
ミヤはそうよね。まったく。
I wonder if there's gonna be like multiple sprites, because it just went to a CG instead of showing us another sprite. Or even like another face. Which could work.
今日は少し風があるわね。
I feel like it's gonna be awkward talking over this, because like one thing that the chill games are hard to do, it's hard to give you a very exciting commentary. It's like, windy.
ミカ女一美しいと自負しているだけあって本当に綺麗な黒髪だわ。そしてミカ女
Yeah, I'll just keep going. So they're switching to the winter ones, I'm guessing, because those do look like longer. I mean, it's long sleeve, so I would assume winter. Yep. Or I could read the screen like one line later.
そうだわ。確かあの時も私とミヤは冬服だったわよね。
Alright, here comes the flashback.
なんだかとても懐かしいな。
Drop shadow on the text is interesting, thinking about it.
リサ、何をニヤニヤしているのかしら。
私今笑っていた？
ええ、笑っていたわ。とても可愛いけど、なんかちょっと
Seeing you smile,
引くわね。
it worries me. She's just a normal average girl. Just let her have some, let her be happy sometimes.
もうひどい。
And yet they do definitely have faces and sprites, which
エッチなことでも考えていたの。
違うわよ。もうそんなわけないでしょ。
Why are you so flustered? You weren't.
なんで言い返さないの？ミヤ。
残念だわ。私とリサとはやっぱり違うのよ。
Chapter 1, they break up. Chapter 2, flashback to when they were together.
そうなの？
リサに関してのエッチなことを考えてるとき、私はそれを人に悟らせることなんてないわ。凛々しく
Okay.
妄想しているもの。
They're humans. It makes sense.
何よそれ。
Not really what I want to be reading, but
表情は変えず、知性あふれるこの姿を保ったの。
do I have to make sure my horny barrier's
でも
up?
頭の中ではリサに対しての熱い思いをあれこれいっぱい考えているのよ。
Good for you.
かっこつけたって結局考えているんじゃないの。
There's one little thing of dirt, like right in front of the Risa's mouth, which
ええ、当たり前でしょ。
is really getting on my nerve.
まったく知性あふれるとか自分で言っちゃう
Good thing you guys don't see the dirt on my screen, because it's not
ミヤは
kind of a lot there.
私はただ単に事実を言っただけよ。
We do take
何しろ
confidence
ミカ
here.
女一の才女なんですから。
Having plenty of it,
まあ
good.
それはそうだけど
Might not be as much confidence as I have, but
なんだか話がそれてしまったわね。
not in a single subject. That's
So they
unfortunate.
リサはさっきどんな妄想を置かずに 似合う。ぜひ詳しく教えてもらいたいわ。
Just thinking about how we met. Title plays,
あのね
remembering how we met, and then they do actually just go and remember how they met. You were just chilling.
ちょっと待ってねリサ。内容によってはメモしておかないといけないかもしれないわ。今準備するから。
準備って一体何の準
We're
備
coming
を
pretty hard to the joke.
確かカバンの中にあったはずよね。
Okay.
忘れコーダー。
も
Can
う
you
準
just
備なんてしなくていい
chill?
わよ。っていうかボイスレコーダーなんて持ち歩いていて
I
もミ
mean,
ア
a voice recorder is pretty useful.
仕事で使っているのよ。先日の会議が録音されているけど内容は全部覚えてるから消してもいいわよね。
Recording classes and
そ
such.
れ大事なやつでしょ。消しちゃダメよダメ。
こんなの大したものじゃないわ。リサ自らが語る陰微な妄想なんて永久保存版じゃない。
No.
これにはリサの脱ぎたて下着と同じ。
Nope. Just gonna skip that line.
エッチな妄想じゃないって言ってるでしょ。それに
Don't need y'all to read that if
私の下着と
I can do it faster than y'all.
全然わからないわよ。
仕方ないわね。そんなにリサが言う
My
の
mind's
に
being
嫌だ。
blasted with
もう
information, and I don't very much want it.
でもそうやってムキになるところ
I'm still
本当
I'm
に
still confused. You were just thinking about.
リサ
You weren't even thinking anything horny.
やっぱり私をからかったのね。
そうどうかしら。それでエッチな話じゃないならどんな妄想をしていたの？
Hold up. There we go. Ah, yeah, definitely messed up something over there.
あのね、大したことじゃないから言っちゃうけど、今日から冬服になったじゃない？
There we go.
そうね。
We're finally just
それがどうかしたのか
getting
しら。
regular conversation.
わかったわ。
もうわかったの？ミア。
I missed.
もちろん。もう2年の秋なんだから当然よね。そろそろ新しい制服に仕立て直した方がいいわよね。
Close, I guess.
今
But
日帰りに早速注文しましょうよリサ。
yeah, that
ち
makes
ゃんと
sense.
クリーニング出してあるんだから綺麗でしょ。
Yep.
そんなことしたらも
I
った
put
い
my
ないわ
water
よ。
bottle in a weird place so that I wouldn't step over it, and I almost forgot about it, and now I'm thirsty. So good thing I remember where I put it.
でもリサだって1年前と比べるとあっちこっち成長しているでしょ。きつくなってないかしら。
I guess that's important.
それって
Don't say it. Nope. You're wrong, buddy.
確かに涼しくなってきたからちょっとご飯が美味しくなってきたりとかあるし、ミアはミアでいつも美味しいお取り寄せスイーツを私に勧めるし。
Yeah, that also doesn't sound particularly frugal. Just make them yourself.
表情がよく変わって見ている分には面白いけれど私が言ったのはそういう意味じゃないわ。
Do we get a sound effect for this? No. We just get a kya.
だって胸とかかなりきついんじゃないかしら。
別にきつくないから。
そう体に合った服を着た方がいいわよ。
It's true. You just don't gotta be weird about it.
ちゃんと少し大きめに作ってあるから。
Okay, see, that's good idea. I know I always try to buy things larger than me, even though I'm not really growing anymore. I just like really big, nice fitting clothes.
大きめ？それにしては
それ以上言わないでミア。そうなのよね。昨年大きめに作った割には
Oh.
胸のところはもうピチピチでって
There you are.
ミアには絶対に言わないけど。
Welcome, Togi.
ともかく そんな無駄遣いはしないからね。
ミカ女性にしては本当に敬
I can't wait until they get to the part where they start actually remembering things. Like they say in the title.
本当に必要ないもの。
大丈夫よ。古いリサの制服は私が責任を持って適正価格で引き取るから。これでリサコレクション。
Mia's a little hornier than I expected right off the bat.
ダメったらダメ。ちゃんと話を聞いてよね。
I'm assuming completely serious, just guessing, but
とにかくそうじゃなくて。
I mean, if your partner's into it and you're okay with it, whatever works. I personally don't understand it, but how has time aged your memories of these girls so far, Togi?
リサ、去年の春、この制服に初めて袖を通した日。
Not awfully, but no, well, yeah, that's kind of what I'd expected. How old is this game? If it's something that you personally played a while ago, it can't be the 2015 is when it says release. I don't know. That sounds like English release, probably. Yeah, 2006. That sounds a little bit closer to right. Wait, yeah, those numbers all seem a lot closer to what I was expecting. So the developer is St. Michael's Girls' School, which is just like actually where they are. So is there a series that takes place at this school, or okay, never mind. You're already leaving before my questions start overflowing. I'm trying to figure out what Sono Hanabira is. It showed up twice within the past 10 minutes. I'm assuming either like writer or studio or something like that. I'll ask once you're back. Because it's like the curators are also are referring to them. Okay, we're finally just actually talking about remembering. We're almost there. Are we gonna flashback?
リサと出会って本当にいろいろ変わったわ。
Tell me about them. Tell me about those changes.
私もよ。
Not just the stupid physical ones. Give me how you mentally progressed over the past year.
あの出会いはまるで奇跡だったんじゃないのかなってなんか思っちゃうわ。なんてそんなこと言ったらまた少女趣味って笑われるかしら。
え、今なんて言ったの？リサ。
I said something only if you're reading my mind.
なんでもない。もう行きましょう、ミア。そろそろ皆さんが登校してくる時間だわ。
Alright. And they head into the school. When are we getting our flashback? Oh, what? Huh? There we go. There we go, the flashback promised in our title.
よし、バッチリだわ。
Alright, we had like 15 minutes of present, and now we're gonna go through that entire first year at St. Michael's. Okay. I was about to say, like, middle school to high school isn't that big of a jump. I guess technically in Japan it's more wild. Alright, you're here for real now? Nice. Alright, who exactly is Sono Hanabira, because the curators also talked about them, so I couldn't tell if that's like the writer or just the general studio, because on Steam the studio is just listed as St. Michael's Girls, whatever. I'm assuming that Refined Young Ladies is supposed to be like Ojo. And it sure is nice having a 4-letter word for these 3 words that we have in English. Name of the game. Series. Okay. Hold up. I think, okay. Did not realize that. Did not translate back into Japanese. Let me... Okay, so I think that was an option that I could set as my thingy, my status. So let me just quickly, actually set that up. Nope, I missed. No, not Garfield's week. Okay. I was worried because Michael was in the name, and I did not. That was before I knew that that was the name of the school that they are going to. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. And now if I look at my channel, and it didn't have an image either, so I couldn't tell if it was right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And I am there are 2 people who follow the game, and there is nobody playing it right now. So time to fix that.
だからその分努力だけは欠かさないわ。コツコツと自分の実績を上げていくのよ。そして目指すは皆勤賞よ。
Oh boy, perfect attendance. What a high goal to set out for. I know I certainly I had perfect attendance some years. I don't think that was a very consistent every year thing. Oh wow. Yeah, your perfect attendance in high school does not help you with the job market, sorry. There are 23 Jesus. Huh. Didn't realize that there were 23 titles in this series. Where in the series am I in that case? I'd assume early if it's the one that I just happen to have from Steam or from some bundle. But who knows?
いけない。早く着替えないと。
The one I type. Okay, well that's literally the only option I have. So it's the one we're gonna be under.
これってなんか素敵よね。
Yeah, sure wish I knew what having a new uniform felt like. Haha, just kidding. I don't like uniforms. Just let me wear my t-shirt and jeans everywhere.
着替え終了。
I'm assuming the English name of the one that's tagged is something like the Girls of St. Michael's. Yeah, I don't know where else to go with that sentence.
なんだかこれだけでも少し大人になった気分がするわ。
Are they all available on Steam? Ah, my eyes. Okay, new clothes at least feel nice. I can agree with that.
そういえば一応何人かは
I'm playing 15.
入ってくるって噂どこかで聞いたわね。
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I think this is the only one available on Steam unless they're all titled something completely different, which I wouldn't guess so if if you know, only 15 has been translated. Not only 15 of them, but only number 15 has been translated. Thanks, Manga Gamer. I can agree with that. If only they can get the other 22, apparently. Oh, hey, Newt, how you doing? We just getting through some of my massive visual novel backlog that I have on Steam. Yeah, gotcha. Oh, thanks for that too. Newt. I was with you on one of the raids where we were like, is that from Pingu? And so I'm not gonna go through that whole thing again, but just the name Newt, just let me tell you that it brings me joy just seeing that. Like, just thinking about the Newt's always just fun. Yeah. Is there any particular reason that the first O is like a 0? Because I would assume if you slap a number on the end, you can find like any, just all letters. I feel like I would have wanted something symmetrical, or even like some kind of balance is generally what I go for. Though like my name isn't, but that's because it's just words. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. You joined right after I was going over the details of the game with one of my friends who's just in chat too, and apparently I'm playing game number 15 out of 23 of this series, but order doesn't matter, and it's the only one in English. Oh, you like asymmetrical stuff? Alright, we can't be friends, I'm sorry. I say that, and then I think like the number 8 is great because it's completely symmetric and at least on two sides and rotationally symmetric. And then I'm like, okay, but my favorite number is 17, which is completely asymmetric. I'm joking, buddy. It's real easy to be friends with me. Just trust me on that one. Like, I don't think I can't be friends with someone named Newt. Yeah, I don't know what it is about odd numbers that make them so fun. I don't know, there's some perfect squares that are pretty cool that are even numbers. Like, I mean, 16's also a pretty good number. I like 17 more. Oh, you're the type of person who sets volume to odd numbers? I always do like, I do non-5 and non-0 numbers. I do that for time too. So like my alarm clocks are set for like 11, 13 or something. And then like my nap alarms are also just like, yeah, let me sleep for 21 minutes. think based on how the game set this up, we're gonna get to our main characters' introduction to each other. So I'll pay a little bit more attention to what I'm tabbing through text-wise, but I will definitely still be looking at chat for, you know, anyone else who's talking. I do just have my chat up on my screen, like on 2 different screens, so it's almost impossible for me to miss it. I know escalator schools don't have many transfers, but like, shouldn't there be some transfers? Yeah, it's a little bit easier to talk while playing visual novels. It doesn't require too much of my brain to push spacebar, but I am trying to read it also. Okay, interesting. Maria Holic was the first one I was thinking about for the Christian Girl Yuri series. So this is the I guess grandmother of all of them. Isn't Maria-sama ga Miteru like the other big genre setting, but like not visual novel anime? Okay, fair enough. Maria Holic definitely came out after these. I think, I want to say like 208. Just randomly guessing, honestly. It might even be up to like 12 or 13. I definitely watched it on the backlog. Ah, that one transfer student. The pretty one. Okay, cool. There is at least one transfer student. Okay, cool. My first guess was right. I don't remember what year I said, but it was close to that. Yeah, that makes sense. Just thinking about the art styles of those two, that tracks. I feel like I said late 1000 and then early 10s. Oh, this was animated too, huh? Might have to check that out. After all the other OVAs that are slowly piling on that I just keep looking at out of the corner of my eye and then ignoring. I have gotten a couple of them out of the way. Like, I watched Demi-chan's OVA recently. Man, imagine having 2 Catholic Yuri in the same year. We should finish B&W, you're right. I want to see the whatever team Agnes and Manhattan are on, just doing Kamen Rider poses and going Ultra Instinct for no reason. I think that's in the B&W OVA. I honestly don't know what that was from, and I just saw that it happens at some point. Ah, love at first sight. We love to see it. You'd be right. According to the 15 minutes of current knowledge we have. See, you know, this side view with the hair flowing, that's definitely in a lot of things. Yeah, it is very Hamura also. It's in Mikagura Gakuen Kumikyoku too. Yeah, man, all these long black hair characters, the serious types with the Bakamano probably does, but it's probably for like a quarter of a second, and then it flashes to something else. Probably a black screen with white text, or a white screen with black text, or a white screen with red text, or... Yeah, it's definitely Senju Gahara, if nothing else.
リサさん
Don't blame... Don't blame Senju Gahara for the shaft head tilt. It's just in all their stuff,
リサさん
including the cooking
一
anime.
体どうなさったのですかごきげんよう
What's gotten into you?
すいません
Somebody got in my
私
heart.
ぼーっとしてしまってあんまりのんびりしていては入学式に遅れてしまいます
You know, thinking about it, I wonder how much Nisio Ishin likes the shaft head tilt. Yeah.
そうですね
If I remember correctly, Mikagura Gakuen, I think main character was already gay. Like, that's why she chose the school she went to, was like, these have the best uniforms for looking at girls at. And then she sees the student council president, and she's like, can I live in your house? And, she does eventually.
なんかまだ興奮してるみたい何かしらこういうのって何かに似ているわ
Familiar to what, huh?
そうだわ
Oh, nice. Well, at least you recognized it nice and quickly.
なんかそう考えたらすっごくロマンチックだわ
At least we don't have an idiot main character. She's like, what's this feeling? Oh, I'm gay.
私の中では特別な出会いなのかもしれないわあの黒髪とっても目立つものきっと式の会場で会えるかもしれないわね
I mean... Are we not in Japan? Is black hair not the default?
じゃあ急がなくちゃ
Risa does have just pink hair, so, you know. It might be an anime school where black isn't just the default. I mean, you could arguably call that, like, light brown, but it definitely seems to be shaded a little
どうな
pink.
さったのリサさん大きなため息ですわねいえ何でもありませんわリサさん後頭部の新しい制服とてもお似合いですわねえそうかしら私なんて全然普通よ今朝会った子の方が
Man, Mia really struck an impact, huh?
私の教室
She just annihilated this entire lady's existence by,
リサさ
you
ん
know, going to this school. Yeah, she's got at least 3 so far.
どうかしているわ今日の
We've got A through C. The groupies is probably due to the, you know, class president stuff from middle school.
なんだか残念ね
Well, I do get the joke, Toki. I don't know if there's anything else I can say about that.
やっぱり現
If
実
only, if only we knew what shoujo A through C looked like.
あらあなたは
Oh, are you fantasizing what could have happened?
すれ違いましたよねええそう
That's
です
what
よ
the.
ねよーく覚えていますわ外部生の方ですよね
Okay.
まだ知り合いが誰もいないので声をかけてもらってとっても嬉しいわ
Something tells me this is not how their actual first meeting and conversation is gonna go.
私のお友達になっていただけませんか
Though it is funny when you just have the fantasy and then it comes out that way anyways.
私でよければぜひ
あり
りがとう。それでは早速。はい。一緒に勉強しましょう。
We could do now. Okay, so that was scene good. Now let's do scene bad.
もう妄想なんかしてる場合じゃなかったわ。
Man, class names are always so funky. Why can't they just be in Madoka Box and just be 0 through 13, and 0 and 13 are the illegal classes. And then there's okay. Actually, think about it. It went classes -1 through 13, if I remember correctly. They were all freshmen too at the beginning, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that was one of the main points. Was like a freshman one student council president. Man, that was a wild 3 years that series took place over.
ごきげんよう。ごきげんよう。あら、また同じクラスですわね。とても
And it was only a little gay.
そういえば今朝、ユナ様をお見かけ
Oh, someone else with a name. Are they
今
important?
日は1年だけのはずなのに、ひょっとして環境整備員のお仕事でしょうか。
かもしれませんわ。近々ユナ様、委員長に就任なさるらしいですし。
Yeah, see, Daily Gossip, absolutely nothing to comment on. I'm like, I don't know who this character is, I don't really care what they're doing, but it does make sense that they exist. Maybe! Or maybe they just made up a name. Is anyone really gonna fact check if this character existed in any of the 14 games before this? Probably. Some people probably know the name of every single character who showed up in every game before this. I'm feeling back corner window seat. Reese's probably the given name, right? Not even gonna tell me where exactly. From 1? Okay, that makes sense. That's probably one that a lot of people would remember then if it's from the first game. 1 and 6. And probably cameos and a couple others besides just being name dropped every once in a while. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for just having Yuna Sono Hanabira's page up and just listing off what every time she shows up. Aw, your seatmates. Now, are you going to be able to work up the confidence to say anything to her for the next 3 months? I'm trying to think of some series that do that, but it's funny. Yeah, that's kind of what I guessed, based on, you know, everything. And so, is the studio actually St. Michael's whatever ever girls' school? Because that's what it's listed as on Steam. And if the series is named Sono Hanabira, then, or I guess shortened to that, but I mean, it makes sense if the entire 23 game series is just all okay, cool. It's just different. Fair enough. Thank you, Steam. Not even that you can click on the developers anymore, because when you click on the developer, Steam just kind of redirects you to the publisher for some reason. It's probably just in the case of if the developer didn't set up their own like page thing once Steam updated all that stuff. Oh, and the teachers. It's nice that the side characters have voices. That's something that gets skipped a lot. And I appreciate it. I like hearing people talk. And it means that at least a couple more people were paid to do things. Though paid may be a stretch if it's a doujin group. I mean, assuming they sold the game, they probably gave a bit of money to people thinking about it. When I think doujin group, I think Zun, which is, and I'm like, ah yes, he made the whole game himself and doesn't have to pay anyone else because of that.
どうしたのかしら。今年も高等部には外部から何人かの方
Oh,
が
but?
新たに入学してきました。
But what? Oh, okay. So, St. Michael's Girls' School is the publisher, I guess, in Japan, I guess? Because Manga Gamer is the publisher listed on Steam, at least.
わからないことも多く、心細く思われてるかもしれません。
Like, it makes sense that if it was published in Japan under them, and then
進んで声をかけてあげてくださいね。
it was published in the West by Gamer, that would make sense that that's what Steam lists the publisher as. No, I didn't have anything else to say about Zun. I was just like, yeah, he... Good on that absolute mad lad for just making everything himself. Yeah, I don't think Mia's gonna be having any issues for you to
そしてこの
need
ク
help
ラス
with.
にもその外部生の方が1名おります。もちろん知っているわ。
It's interesting. Nope. Don't remember where I was going with that. Transfer students. Yeah. It's wild thinking about how classes change a lot less in Japanese schools. So like you know people and you'll like be with them for like
その方はとても優秀で、
12-ish
編入試験で
years.
は満点を取りました。
Isn't it? I think 11 actually. Versus, you know, some Americans, at least public American schools that I've got to. I can't speak across the whole educational system, but I'd be lucky if I knew 2 people in a new class from any year to year. And then there's the whole, like, once you get to middle school, like, you stop having the teachers rotate around and you start having the classes rotate around, which does make sense because, like, you can get a lot more specialized stuff with, like, some kids go to the honor classes, some kids go to the regular classes, so, like, kids get the type of education that they need.
満点ですって。なんて優秀でいらっしゃるんでしょう。
Alright, day 1 idle, huh?
私たちも見習わなくてはいけませんね。外部からの編入試験ってとっても難しい。
Yeah, that seems to be pretty standard across the board, especially for, like,
同じ試験を受けたとして、
exceptional escalator schools.
きっと無理だわ。
There's another word I'm thinking of, but I will butcher the pronunciation even in English, so I'm not gonna bother trying to say that word.
何かしらこの気持ち。
I mean, thinking back to Maria Holligan, that nobody knows how she got into that. She was pretty dumb.
これは
Was it?
嫉妬だわ。
I forget. Was she foreign?
悔しい
I think she was foreign, at least half, because she was supposed to be massive in multiple ways. Her blood loss and her height were legendary. Yeah, see, okay. I feel like jealousy and envy would be kind of synonyms. Like, just at, like, admiration is clearly the one negative, one positive type emotion, while the envy in there is kind of confusing. Like, I would think it'd be before the comma in that separating the positive and negative statements. Me getting into grammar even though I'm bad at okay, I'm not bad at writing, but like I could definitely use some work on my writing.
先生、その外部生ってどなたなのかしら。
Well, which one of the people in this room don't you recognize?
皆さんお静かに。では綾瀬さん、前に出てきてください。
I think I will rather ignore Keigo and just return to plain speech.
やっぱり。
Alright, let's test them Japanese listening skills for a bit.
なんて美しい
Not like
のかしら。
not like most of Japanese taught through like 100 and 200 levels are exclusively Keigo, and then you're like, okay, now if you're actually just talking with friends, you can tone down the formalness a little bit.
それに加えて頭もよろしいなんて。
I even had I took a class that was like business Japanese, and then that was like your step up, and that was your ultra Keigo.
やっぱり目立つのね。
And I'm like, oh, you just have different verbs when you're like goran ni narimasu, and I'm like, that's the same as that's just miru, but fancier. Yeah, man, we've got two of the main points of the perfect student. We've got good grades, good looks, but how athletic is Mia Ayase?
さあ綾瀬さん、皆さんに挨拶を。
綾瀬美也です。
Yeah, Ayase Mia if we're going Japanese name order.
なんか名前まで素敵かも。彼女の容姿にとても合っているわ。
Ow. Alright, so are we in back corner or front corner? Because it is literally just A's. Like it's gonna be at the end. Yeah, whenever I sat alphabetically, I always got it smack dab in the middle of the class.
皆さんどうぞよろしくお願いします。
笑顔もいい。とっても美しい。
Dang, you couldn't get more love struck if you tried.
私、ミヤさんのファンになってしまいそうですわ。
私もです。いろいろ教えて差し上げましょう。
Y'all being weird.
あのクールな佇まい、本当にいいですわね。そうですわね。3年の雫御前にも負けないくらい。
What are the chances that's another name drop?
はいはい。おしゃべりはそのくらいにして。今度はあなたたちの番です。
Alright, everyone, list out your name, your... They can't do class. That doesn't make sense in this context. Your favorite flower and
昔からの知り合いも多くいるかもしれませんが、一応自己紹
I
介を
don't
して
know
いきましょう。
which class you're in.
綾瀬さんはもう席に戻っていいですよ。
8-10 as in games 8 and 10 or an 8 out of 10?
はい。
I'm assuming the former. Yes. Yeah, man. It sounds like it's a big school.
皆さん、これからもよろしくお願いします。
Excuse me. Like, if you can have an escalator school, you still don't know people by grade 10? 9? 9. Yeah, that's probably pretty big.
は 次は後ろの方どうぞ。
Wait.
もうすぐ私にも
So, yep, back corner. So, front is end of the alphabet and back is beginning of the alphabet. They just did that so they didn't have to draw the whole classroom, I say, even though we're at the back looking towards the front.
だいたい決めたけど、でも少し真面目すぎるかしら。
And not even like showing our character seated, so placement doesn't actually really matter because we just needed a CG. I
で
mean,
もこれが私、安住
that's
リサな
fine.
んだから。
Yeah, do it.
ありのままの自分で。
Is it okay? It's not looking like I'm getting any options, so I'm assuming this is just a kinetic novel rather than visual, which is a very odd. Like the terminology between those two is weird.
この真面目すぎる性格のせいで、
Like
深い付き合いの友達ができない。
like the difference between a kinetic novel and a visual novel being whether you make choices, like that's not reflected in those words at all.
はい。では次の方。
Maybe a little bit. All right.
安住リサ
Yeah,
です。
so AZ, so she should. So Ayase would probably be like the seat after hers, cause that's no wait. Actually, did Tentens like the letters with Tentens come before or after? Cause that would be an AS if Tentens are right after the actual letter versus AY.
安住リサさん、いつも成績優
How
秀
does that-
者の中に入ってる
How does that work
ね
in alphabetical? Is AZ or AY first in alphabetical order?
今年もリサさんと一緒のクラスだなんて私たちついてますわね。
まあ、そんなすごいお方なんですか？
Wait, girl A, you're one of the groupies. How do you not know that? Oh, it comes directly after. Interesting. Yeah, there were three things I was... The one way I was thinking of it was like, you go through all the letters normally, and then you do all the 10-10 letters, or you go through all the S's, and then you go through all the Z's. I did not think about do S-A-Z-A, and then S-I... I guess, would J-I come after she?
とても頼りになる方よ。
Yeah, okay.
彼女がいれば。
Which is real dumb if you're looking at it just romanized form. Like it's... Yeah, so our alphabetical order is S-A-Z-A, S-H-I, J-I, S-U, Z-U, and then we just keep going from there.
クラス委員長はもうリサさんで決まりですわね。
Ah, bold assumption when we have the mysterious transfer student.
なんだか注目されているような。私が
You want to say something cool?
今まで通りに勉学に力を入れながら。
Say that you can do a backflip. That would make you popular no matter how old you
よろしくお
are.
願いします。
Like, I bet in 95% of my classes, if I walked into the class 1 and they said, "Hey, tell me about yourself," I'd say, "I'm Brian Kalish and I can do a backflip," and then I would do it. Then I would fail, and then people would laugh, but huh. Interesting. I just remember IUAO. Like, I remember one of my teachers drilling that into me.
はい、いいですよ。では次の方。
It's a nice, good class rep, hopeful introduction. All right, let's see what that develops into. Ah, nice. That's the CG we want to see.
あなた結構有名人なのね。
Ah, okay. I was assuming that was gonna be Ninky, but it went for popular person instead of just, you know, popular. Sure do love Japanese.
いいの。これからよろしくお願いします。安住リサさん。
こちらこそよろしくね、綾瀬みやさん。
I wonder if there's anyone after Risa. Because like there's not much left in the alphabet before AZU. You've got like long vowels, which I don't think are used for very many names, and like ASA, ASI, or ASHI, the Z's, and that's about it. I guess AO, there's actually a decent amount of AOs. Like Aoyama or something.
More ちょっとだけみやさんと話がしてみたいわ。みやさん。
はい。何でしょうか。
Alright, don't butcher it.
その
Alright, that's kind of a lame cop-out sentence, but you know. Yeah, that conversation ain't going anywhere.
済んだところですね。では今日はここで終わりにします。
もう終わりなんだ。みやさん。
Great, we made it through day 1.
きっと勉強の話なんかもできるかもしれない。リサさん、ごきげんよう。
That's a nice achievement name.
ごきげんよ
And that is all we ever spoke to each other on a daily basis.
う。リサさん、今日提出のレポートですが、
Alright, have fun
率
shitposting.
直な私が集めた方がいいでしょうか。
Make some good shitposts for me.
それじゃあ大変でしょ。授業前に教壇の上に置いておくように私が言っておきますね。リサさん、昨日の古文でわからないところがあるんですけど。あそこね。少しわかりづらいわよね。昼休みでよかったらお教えしますわ。
So she's she's teacher number 2 of the class,
こう
huh?
いうところ、中等部の頃と全然変わらないわね。
All of them except one.
人の役に立つのは別に嫌じゃないからいいんだけど。
There's too many people who need help for me to be
リサさん、お聞きしたい
flirting
こと
with
が。
my what? Sorry? Who said anything about flirting?
はい、何ですか。
Where'd I put my water bottle? It's somewhere below me, I don't know where.
早く授業の準備しないと。
ごきげんよう、リサさん。
みやさん、ごきげんよ
And then they just say hi to each other, and then nothing happens for 6 hours. It looks like they're based on that one graph I see on the board. It looks like they got 6 periods per day. those are usually like 1 hour 15 minutes or something. Though sometimes, if I remember correctly, at Tokyo Tech they were like 45 minutes, but most classes took up 2 periods. Most. And also the classes ran for a lot longer because it was college.
もう授業が始まるわね。
The smaller periods, but letting classes have multiple periods led for some interesting mixes. But the timing of them were wild. Like it'd be like, all right, from 4:20 to 5:05 is one class, and you got like 5 minutes in between them or something.
皆さん、授業に入る前にちょっと聞いてください。そろそろクラス委員を決めたいと思うのですが。
そういえばまだ決まっておりませんでしたわね。
You'll be down to 2 people. Completely missed every button there.
すっかりリサさんが委員のようなつもりでおりました。
私もです。
Nice.
私もまだ委員でもないのに。
It is a pretty class rep poi position we're at.
皆さんの方で推薦してもよろしいのですが、立候補なさる方はいますか？
I'll do it. Sorry about that crazy mouse. I'm just confused. My brain is just split between things I'm doing.
安住さん、やってもらえますか？
はい、私でよろしければ。
では、皆さんの意見はどうですか？
異論はありません。
Nice.
クラス委員はリサさんの
Oh,
他
but
にはい
there's
ら
one.
っしゃいませんわ。
それでは安住さん、
I wonder if the characters are like the girls A through D are all consistent, because I feel like they've been changing their
では
general
少し連絡
personalities.
事項がありますので、放課後職員室に来てくださいね。
頑張ろう。クラス委員か。
The teacher knew.
努力は自分を裏切らないわよね。
I wonder if Risa's gonna, or sorry, Mia's gonna try to sneak in there.
Miaさん、どうかしたの？
Let's see. Why are you laughing?
さっきはすごかったわね。満場一致でクラス委員に選ばれるなんて本当に
Yeah, it is. It's probably pretty hard for a transfer student to get that class rep, especially with someone as quiet as she's been so far.
そんなことないわよ。
本当にすごいことだと思うわ。
ありがとう、ミヤさん。
Yeah, take whatever you can get, and then steal her heart back.
ミヤさんは何か委員の仕事は？
What? What committee duties do individual classes have?
リ
Jeez.
サさん、さすがですわね。
I mean, yeah, they did all vote for her.
クラス委員はリサさんに決まりましたね。
Yeah, I don't think the characters are. I don't think the general characters are consistent, because if I remember, Girl A has previously said something along the lines of, "Is Risa that impressive?" Something like that.
ありがとう。なんかミヤさんともっと話したかったかも。優秀だなんて言われちゃったし。
Interesting. I had no clue what they would have translated remarkable, or I had some ideas of what it could have been, but I had no strong feelings. Did not know the word that they used.
リサさん、お顔が赤いようですが、お熱でも？
Yeah, that's not. That's interesting. Every once in a while, I try to like just hear the lines they're saying and figure them out. And that was like, are you feeling like sick? Not, you know,
そんな、大丈夫です。
flushed.
そうですか？無理はなさらずに。
本当に平気ですから。私そんなに顔赤くなっているのかしら。
Kind of strange. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like from all those romance novels you've read, you should probably know what that means.
失礼します。
安住さん、早速だけど来週から委員会が始まるわ。
All right, what you want,
だから
teach?
それまでに決めておいてほしいことがいく。ということで大変だと思うけれどお願い。
はい。明日のホームルーム時間にこれらについては私の方からみんなに話
Okay,
し
are
ま
you
す。
gonna explain it more, or are you just gonna say?
ありがとう。
All right, fair
さ
enough.
すが中等部の頃から
Guess not.
クラス委員をしていただけのことはあるわね。
いいえ、そんな。
そんなあなたを見込んで
One more favor in italics. What could it be?
なんでしょうか。
Is it related to that transfer student by any
実は
chance?
ね、綾瀬さんのことなんだけど。
She seems to be pretty lonely. Can you try to figure out what's happening there?
綾瀬さん。
優秀な学生だから勉強の面では心配ないんだけれど、
Classic.
においてはまだ美化女の雰囲気に慣れてないように見えて。
そうですね。
Hey, Risa's been trying to work on that. Yeah, man, escalator schools are pretty awful about that. Like, everyone comes in with their cliques that they've known since first grade, and you're like, well, I'm here. It's 9th grade. You guys have known each other for 8 years, and I'm just pretty.
彼女が孤
And
立
smart.
しないように、安住さん、綾瀬さんの面倒を見てあげてくれないか
Don't
しら。
have those 8 years of social web
ちょう
building.
ど席も近いようだし、どうかしら。
はい、任せてください。
いい返事ね。それじゃあよろしくね。
はい。では失礼します。先生にミヤさんのこと頼まれちゃった。
Yeah, the teacher's like, "Hey, can you speak with this girl that you've been trying to speak to for 2 weeks?" Sure.
だってミヤさんとても美人だし優秀でもあるし、なんか周りの他の子たちとはオーラが違うのよね。友達になれたら
Yeah,
いいな。
it would probably be pretty good.
ごきげんよう、リサさん。
Oh, you know, the
職員室に
usual.
ご用かしら。
Class rep stuff.
そうなの。明日のホームルームのことで先生に呼ばれたのよ。
そう、お疲れ様。
By the way, no, you fool.
なんだか変にミヤさんを
You
意
could
識
have
してしまい
extended
そう
the
だから。
conversation.
でももっと話をしていけばきっと他の子と同じように話せるようになるわよね。
Maybe if you had extended that conversation, that would have helped a little
言っ
bit.
たもののあれから数日経ったけれど 何の進展も
You
ない
need to pull out the
の
how
に
to talk to people for dummies.
理科の実験の時だって他の子たちが初めて使う器具にビクビクしているのにさっさと始めて一番に終わらせ
Well, I think this seems to be a lack of effort on your part.
ミヤさんってひょっとして一人でいるのが好きなのかしら
Just ask.
それに
Stop guessing.
たまに笑顔だって見せてくれるしはあってなんで顔が赤くなってくるのよ結論からするときっと
You really
距
are
離感を
just,
つかめてないだけよ
You got feelings, huh?
私も委員の仕事が多くて席を外すことが多かったけどこれからはもう少し気を使わないとね
Alright. Are you gonna do any better in this next week?
先生ったら委員になった途端人使いが荒くなったわ
Give her some time to just do that class building exercises.
急ぎたいけど廊下を走ってはいけないし
Are we gonna meet any other characters in this game? I feel like at least knowing like one or two other classmates would be interesting.
こんなことで皆勤賞を逃せないわ
It's not running if both feet are always on the ground, or if I always have at least one foot on the ground.
間に合ったわリサさんごきげんよう朝からお疲れですねええごきげんよう
Oh,
ミヤさん
your
お休み
seatmate
じゃないわよ
gone forever. She transferred out because she was lonely and couldn't make any friends.
さっき
No, okay.
お見
Fair
かけし
enough.
ましたわカバンは置いてあるみたいだしどこに行ったのかしら
She's getting some melon pan from the school store.
どうしたのかしら校内で迷子あ先生来ちゃったわ起立礼
Man, that was a long pause between the rise and the.
ミヤさん
Oh. Wait, no, this was the name of that chapter. Huh?
ミヤさん
Okay, I bet if I check how many achievements there are, I can figure out how long this game's gonna be. Wait, what? Why don't I have my usual thing? So I'm at 2 out of 8. Oh well, I bet that's what we're about to get. Or maybe we don't find her this time, or maybe she just skips every once in a while and you gotta just find her.
さっきの1時間ミヤさんは一体どこに行ってたのかしら
Oh yeah, she's already back home.
はい何でしょうかリサさん
前の授業どうしていなか
Wasn't
ったの
feeling it.
それは実はちょっと
It was just not feeling it, huh?
滑れなくて
ああそうだったのねうんだったらしょうがないわよね今はもう平気なのもしまだ具合悪いなら保健室にでも
もう平気よ
If not feeling it was a good reason to skip school, I probably would still go to school the exact same amount of time as I did.
でも
Especially in college, there were definitely days where I'm like, class? No.
ありがとう気にかけてくれて
I don't think I skipped anything in high school. To be honest.
本当に
Though I do remember stories of your,
ダメなのね
vague high school stories you've told me, and you definitely did not have as fun of a high school as mine was. Did you ever end up sleeping through things? I know you slept a lot and just in places. Did you ever miss things because of that? In college or high school, I assume you just slept in high school. Okay, thinking about it, I didn't skip any classes, but I did fall asleep in classes in high school. Usually not like the whole class, but I definitely... I wonder what my teachers thought, because like I still had decent grades, and I just kind of slept through entire portions of things. Oh, you were completely different in high school? Alright, fair enough. Oh, okay. You just weren't feeling it sometimes, so you skipped. Like, if you know, like, so you knew me in college, and you had some classes with me in college, and you know how I just kind of slept through classes and did well? That was the same in high school. Like, my main issue was I would hit, oh, they were lenient about not going to, yeah, my classes were not lenient about that. Like, my third period, I think, which was whatever the, like, 10 a.m. to 11:30 p.m., or no, that would be a long class. 10:30 a.m. to 10 to 11:30, God. That class, that would kill me every year. Like, I don't think I didn't sleep enough. It's just I needed more sleep then, which, you know, it also explains my current sleep schedule, which is I'm still sleeping more than your average being of same age. But like 10th grade English, whew, it was hard saying. That's why I always sat at the front, was because I thought it would make me stay awake better if I was right in front of the teacher, and so that I wouldn't fall asleep in their face. But sometimes I just kind of fell asleep in their face anyways. And like, one thing I tried to do to combat that was I would start eating in class, which most teachers were okay with, because if I was eating, I couldn't be asleep. But then I would finish my lunch in class, and then I would still go to sleep anyways. Interesting. I'm trying to remember, like, the main classes I remember having issues with were 10th grade English and 12th grade, Oceanic Systems, or whatever the water aquatic animal class was. I ended up scaring one of my teachers, cause like I was hard out in that class one time. Like, they tried waking me up and they could not. And then peacefully, like 10 minutes later, I'm like, hello? I had a nice rest. How are you guys all doing? And they're just all standing around me being like, bro, we thought you died or something. Yeah, first period AP classes? I'm trying to think. My econ class was okay, I think. It was second period for me that was always the issue. Sometimes third, depending on whether I had lunch before, like early or late. Like, I could wake up and do classes in the morning, but it's the middle of the day classes. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Like, I'm pretty sure micro macro was first period. Stat was last period. German, I don't remember when I had German. I think. Nope, don't remember. I took 4 years of German, so I don't remember which classes were when. I know I had at least one other. Oh. Calc, AB Calc was also first period, That was also in the trailers outside, so it was always freezing. So that one definitely never fell asleep in.
ミオさん、ありがとう。嬉しいわ。
And then I never took AP Comp Sci, but I took the test for that. That was fun.
うわー、美味しそう。
I don't know if I've told you the whole story behind that one, but that one's always a fun one. Just like I took computer science, I ended up basically completing every, like we would have a month per section, and like I'd be done in the first week, and then I'd either be playing like games or watching anime just in class for the, and then my teacher would be like, all right, here's next month's work, and I'm like, okay, I'll finish it in a week too, and now I'm 2 months ahead. So then I started taking just the AP computer science stuff too, and I'm like, okay, well, now I have less time to watch anime, but I'm still finishing it all way too fast. So I was taking 2 classes concurrently.
これ甘くて美味しいわ。
It makes sense because I was just good at it, and like generally it took me 1 try to get through a lot of the basic computer science stuff, and like some people struggled. Also, I know our reading speeds are higher than average, so like reading through textbooks or like worksheets, like first we read fast, we probably type fast, and then also we work fast. So those 3 combined all like highly reduced the time that we had to work. And yeah, so by the end I'm like, okay, so I've done all the work for both classes over the course of this year, plus just like vibed for a bit. So let's try that AP test, and it worked. Got that 5.
いないわ、ミオさん。一体どこにいたのかしら。
That's truant mood is be in class during the breaks and then leave during
前に
class.
聞いた時は具合が悪いって言ってたけど。でも今日はあまりそんな風には見えなかったけど。
It's not a physical thing, it's a vibe thing. Oh yeah, I wonder, like, is there any specific reason or any specific classes that she's missing? Or yeah.
卑屈になってる場合じゃないわ。
And yeah, that's also interesting, like even in college, like
ミオさんどこに
you
い
know
た
there
の
are
か。
those students who like don't come to class and just like read the slides online and just kind of figure it out. I wonder like how well some of those students did, like the types who only came in during like in-person tests, because like I know I went there basically as often as I could, besides, you know, those 8 a.m. classes where I woke up and said no.
探しに行きたいけど。 もう授業
I did fine doing that. I wonder how the kids who only showed up for tests did. Like, were they C's get degrees people, or were they people who like they already know this, or either like just don't vibe? Like, if they don't vibe with the lecture structure, that's also a perfectly reasonable reason to not come to class, especially if they're not required. Like, if you can make it through the class with A's and not go to any lecture, good on ya. To be fair, I may have played Slay the Spire or slept through some of my classes, but I tried to be there to at least passively absorb information. This sounds like she just knows everything already.
やっぱり変よ、ミオさん。
Like, if she's just not going to class and getting max scores, fine. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. Like, I'm trying to think a class that I did, like, Gaming AI was definitely one of those classes where I was just kind of passively listening. Nothing against Professor Riddell, but somehow even when I enjoyed his lessons, they were so like tiring to listen to. Like, it's a class I liked and enjoyed. The information was for the most part cool, and like it's something that I wanted to do. I feel like I may have repeated 1 and 3 rather than giving you 2 different things, but like somehow I still managed to fall asleep in his classes sometimes. But I do remember a lot of things. Like, probably one of my favorite things is taking a bath will not help you accomplish your task. For like, it was like game states or like action trees, and like one of them, one action was just take a bath, and it's like that does not help you buy bread. But this is definitely feeling more like a one of those classes where you read the like where the teacher asks you to read the textbook before class, and then you get there and then they just read out the textbook. That was what was the class? World Economics. That was a class. That was interesting. Like that was the one that I couldn't fall asleep in because the class was too small. I mean, I probably could have, but I managed to stay awake. And it wasn't like a teacher who was like, yeah, no computers unless we're doing a quiz. But like it was literally, you have to read the textbook. You will be quizzed on the textbook stuff before class, and then we're just gonna go over the textbook again.
では、ここまでが次のテストの範囲になりますから、皆さんしっかり覚えてくださいね。
Probably one of the reasons why I didn't fall asleep is because she did that smart thing. Like, most human beings' attention span is less than an hour long, so our hour and a half class is going to be, we're going to have some breaks, we're just going to talk about some interesting things or maybe some world news instead of me just talking for an hour and a half, and like that might actually just be the reason why that worked. And it was interesting because she was definitely one of those like fiscally uber conservative and like socially like middle ground, so like not I wouldn't say she was conservative socially, but like definitely wasn't liberal either. But her economic ideas were very conservative, which you could also tell by the textbook she chose to teach econ with. Hopefully we get to the test, like, hopefully I haven't been distracted enough to miss the test and be like, she wins, huh? Oh dang, this is math too, huh? Okay, that little laugh that the teacher did, that's definitely this student doesn't look like they're paying attention. Let's embarrass them in front of the class. So that voice though, that's not like a surprise that she got it, so maybe not. Yeah, I guess if you're smart enough to get a perfect on the entrance exam, and I know a lot of like the fancy high schools, it's a lot easier to get in early, so if you're smart enough to get a 100% like to get in the school, you're probably good enough at studying to just get some other stuff. Alright. You're bored, Saya.
か納得いかないわ。
Yeah, I can see how this is going as like a the studious student who's actually trying and stuff, and this other girl just walks in, New Year, be's like, what if I simply don't pay attention and do better than you anyways? Not a position I have ever been in, because I don't care enough about other people's scores to really, like, try to beat anyone. But, like, I like doing good. I compared because we were friends and it was funny. I'm sorry that I was that person anyways, but at least I showed up and tried. Yeah, no, I know your feelings on it are that it was funny, but
でもちゃんと勉強はできてる
I'm sorry I sat in the front row, was asleep permanently, and still beat you on that one test. But to be fair,
この前の小テストを
I'm a lot better at math than you are. Just in general. Did you pass that class the first time, or is that the one you had to retake? Or was it like a D passing you? That is the one. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so the "and still pass the test" was at the end of my sentence, like I fell asleep in the front row. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I walk in, I unwrap my apple, I eat it for 10 minutes, I fall asleep, I repeat that for 5 weeks. I get a good enough score on the test. I'm trying to remember, did I ever have a C outside of environmental science? 'Cause as I may have said earlier this stream, there were some classes that I paid less attention to than others. But I think the only class that I got a C in was because I slept through the midterm that was worth 20% of my grade, and I still got a C in that class, so that tells you how well I did when I was awake.
綾瀬みやさん、
はい。
I'm a good student, I swear. I went to a good high school, I went to a good college. I just don't need to do that. I don't need to put in that much work to do well at academic stuff. To be fair, I also was mostly focused on learning things that I enjoyed. So I enjoyed and was good at. Those two are possibly connected. Maybe I enjoyed it because I was good at it. Maybe I was good at it because I enjoyed it. Who really? So saying I didn't put in much effort was I was probably still doing a lot of stuff, just it didn't feel as much effort because it's stuff I wanted to do. Though some of those programming things, those took effort.
Azumi Lisa-san,
You got a 99.75.
私はここが違っていたのね。
Sounds like me doing math. Yeah, it was.
別に競争してるわけじゃないけれど。
It's too late. You've already made it a contest. Yeah, that's a pain.
なんだか
Not
楽しいわ。
not anything I've ever experienced. But between multiple things, I never cared that I was top of the grade. I never studied that hard, it sounds like. But you know, I rarely was top either, except in some comp sci classes.
多すぎるわ。でも保健室で見かけたことはないのよね。もしかしてミヤさんは。
Yeah, this Mia-san definitely sounds like grade school me. I didn't skip classes, but my parents have told me, they're like, hey, you should probably not be playing games that much, or they thought, hey, maybe you shouldn't be playing games that much, But then I come home with perfect scores on my tests and stuff, and have straight A. Like, I had straight A's through middle school, and they're like, what can we do? Like, we can't say study more. That's not gonna do anything. And like, I played sports. Like, while sports were in session, I played baseball. I played football. I would go to the pool on a reasonably frequent basis when it was open. So, like, what else are you gonna do? I read books. Your mom would call in sick a certain amount of times when you're just not vibing. Yeah, the only times I would, like, I never asked to skip school because I wasn't feeling it. I would always actually be sick. Or at least, like, feeling bad, if not actually sick. I remember there was one day, like, I have seasonal allergies, but, like, I never really had it until, like, high school. Like, it never really affected, like, I don't think I even took, like, anything for seasonal allergies until high school. And one year, I just got absolutely slammed, and, like, I honestly think I slept probably, like, 20 hours due to allergies. I woke up for 10 minutes to email my baseball coach and be like, bruh, I cannot move. I am not taking one step out of... Oh, God. Where'd you go? There. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, don't crash. Oh, uh-oh. No! Oh, God. Alright, well, that's the stream, everybody, because I did not save at any point during that. Alright, let's play the fun game of if I just hold control, can I catch up to that? I'm going to attempt to get back to where we were. Good luck me. Let's see if I can reasonably get there. I don't think I saved one single time there. No. System. Skip scene text. Skip mode all. Oh, you can change that. That's interesting. I noticed that. Interesting. Interesting. Huh. Alright, well, let's just smash that for a little while. Oopsies. There's no baseball at St. Michael's school, which is why when they heard the word baseball, they decided to eject me from existing. Hold on. Okay, yeah, we're about there. Alright, that took like a minute. It's got a fast skip. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's just... Now, oh god, huh. Interesting sentence. There, okay. We're all back to normal. She's gotta check every time. You should probably follow up on that. Hey, why are you skipping like 95% of classes? Okay, fair. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, and that's the end of the game. That just seems to be a chapter card for some reason.
ここでいいかしら。
Ah, we're switching characters. That's why. That makes sense.
かなり気に入ったわ。でもそのうち室内でのくつろぎが見つかればいいんだけどね。
I'd go with the landing in front of the roof staircase. That seems like a brilliant place to not see anyone during class hours. Maybe just hides in some row of the library.
私には関係ないことだわ。昨日読んだのは
We're just permanently reading.
何かを言いたそうで言えない。そんな感じだったわね。
Certainly is interesting. Yeah, I don't know how to. We've swapped main characters. I don't know how to. I don't have a good read on year one Mia. Ah, you fool.
そのうち私のことなんて忘れていく。
Ah, I see. It is another bigfollows.com bot. Well, I will give you the same offer I give to every single user. To prove if you are a user, simply follow me in my channel right here, and then I will go on bigfollows.com to see how I might be able to become famous by buying followers, primes, and viewers on that sketchy ass URL link that you just posted in there.
大変、修行チャイムが鳴ってしまいましたわ。急ぎましょう。わかっています。
この声は多分うちのクラスの方かしら。
Dive into the bushes, Mia. That's how you'll escape notice. Yeah, that's the same as Risa.
こちらの方が近道ですわよ。あら、
Ah,
ミヤさん？
Toki, you didn't give him a chance to prove that they were human, and you just straight up banned them. I mean, we did give him like 2 minutes. Yeah.
あの、授業が始まりますよ。
Nah. Alright, fair enough.
実はちょっと体調が優れなくて。
Well, you know,
もう少し
that's a pretty
ここ
good
で風に当たっていたいんです。
set of words to use.
まあ、それでは仕方ありませんわね。先生には言っておきますね。ミヤさん、お大事に。
Alright.
ありがとうございます。
早く行かないと本当に遅れそうですわ。あ、待ってください。
やっといなくなったわね。まったくここの子たちって本当にちょろいわね。
Man, you are really arrogant, huh? That's a good adjective to use to describe you at this moment, huh?
ここの授業
I mean, you'll get through a lot of books.
私にとって受ける意味は全くないの。
Ah. Then why did you transfer here?
それでも最初は真面目ぶろうとらしくないこともしてみたわ。
Interesting. And then you gave up.
だけどあまりの意味のなさにもう飽き飽きだわ。
Yeah, just apply for college or something. Like that's something where you want to speak to your teachers like, hey, I know literally everything here. You want to maybe give me something a little tricky, like even maybe like a second or third year schoolwork. And if you know all that too, just apply for college. Might as well. You're as prepared as they would be.
ここに来たのだって
Oh,
当てつけですもん。
spite.
後の
I see.
私の好きにやらせてもらうわ。
Well, that's as good of a motivating factor as any.
こう天気がいいと眠くなってくる。
Spite, honestly, I think spite is probably one of the better motivating factors.
ミヤさん、
Besides the fact that sometimes whatever you're doing might be a little rough when you're motivated by spite, it certainly seems to be one of the ones that's more consistent in the, like,
誰かしら。
I want this
私
person to be wrong, so I'm gonna put my entire effort into proving them wrong. Like, I know Cassie does at least some things entirely motivated by spite, and the results are pretty good.
ねえ、起きて。もしかして本当に具合が悪いの？
私のこと心配しているのかしら。
Probably.
ミヤさんったら。
If there's someone just sleeping on a bench in the middle of class... Wait, that's just college toki. In high school, you're not supposed to do that. It's fine once you hit college.
さっき体調悪いって
You
言った
can just generally assume that someone sleeping outside in
この
college,
人は
they're just fine.
すぐ騙されるのね。
Just let them be.
起きなさい。
Dang, you can sleep during your work? During work hours? I have literally 0 chances to sleep during work. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, you know, to be fair, I am teaching students for about 5 hours straight for the most part, so like, there's not really a good time to take a nap while teaching children.
やっと起きたのね。
You're either grading stuff, or you're helping them with stuff, or you've got new children now since the old ones got finished all their work for the day.
なんだかリサさん、私の好きな
Wow, she actually cares.
どうして授業に出なかったの？ミヤさん。
それは体調がちょっと
The vibes. I do not like them.
まただわ。このまま納得してくれない
I'll
の
get to the end of this scene and then we can head out for today.
リサさん、
Do it. Say it.
ミヤさん、ひょっとして
Yeah.
授業をサボっているだけなんじゃないの？
Got
ど
him.
うなの？ミヤさん。
本当に具合が悪いのよ。私
More doubt.
なんかリサさんって思っていることがすぐ顔に
We
出ち
call
ゃう
that being able to read you like a picture book.
へえ、そうよ。リサさんの言う通りよ。
And then she blows up. That was perfect timing, Darkness. Thank you for following, and thank you for dropping that follow at the exact point
私
that
授業もサボったわ。
that character could have said that.
なんでそんなことを？
Like in response to, yeah, I've just been skipping class because sound effect calling her an idiot.
そんなの決まっているでしょ。受ける意味ない授業だからサボっただけよ。
I don't. If you've been here for a while, or if you just got here, I'm just about to wrap up. But nice seeing you here. I got an end of stream spiel that I'll get to right after they're done talking about why we're skipping class. But if you're here for visual novels, I play different ones on a weekly basis.
ミヤさん、なんでどうしてそんなことを。
ついに言ってしまったわ。
Yeah, telling that you're skipping classes just cause to not only the class representative, but someone who's actually just kind of trying to be good at class. Well, maybe because you made her angry, huh? Ever thought about that? Doesn't sound like it.
でもなんだか逆に
Oh, no.
言ってしまいそうだわ。
That's not the sentence I was expecting to read. Welcome back, Darkus. How are you doing tonight, or today, whatever time it is where you are? I am slightly confused. Nice.
ちょっと、なんで笑っているのよ、ミヤさん。
I'm doing pretty good. I had a nice day at work. I've been playing a game, chatting with friends while playing a game.
あ、リサさん
About to head out, I think,
ここにいらっしゃ
but
ったんですね。ありがとう。
so
バイクは
just enjoyable. I'll be honest. I have not had what I have not had a bad day in recent times. It's just been an overall good time of existence. Oh god. Now I understand where the teasing in the present time comes, because you just have some weird kink for seeing the person you like be angry or distressed, maybe just in general. Not like worried distress, but like distress in general. Why does it say suffering? I don't know. I set this up a while ago, and possibly during some edgy times. Maybe I might want to update that. It possibly also because back when I set that up, I was playing games ranked. And you know that playing ranked games is awful. I still do it. I don't stream it as much.
リサさん。
I am a competitive person, so I still gotta do the ranked stuff for some games.
ごめんなさい。急ぎましょう。
R6. Whew. Spicy boiling.
これでもう終わりね。
Okay, despise is maybe a little bit strong.
ちょっと残念。
Maybe just annoyed with your demeanor. Maybe even mad at your demeanor. Once again, spite fuels a lot of things. Okay. Yep.
ええ、
That's a good time
So
to stop.
受ける意味のない授業だから。
Alright. Save that there. Alright. End of stream spiel. Thank you all for thank you all for watching. I had a nice time streaming and talking with everyone. I know you just got here. But I stream twice a week. On Wednesdays from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. EST, and then on Fridays from midnight to 2 a.m. EST. I'm 5 minutes over that. I went a little long because I was having technical difficulties. Twitch signed me out, forced me to change my password, and I had to sign back in on like 4 different devices. So that took me a little while. But other than that, yeah, I stream twice a week. Those Wednesday streams are going to be... I've got one main game. Currently it's Disgaea 2. I should be done with that after next week because I'm on the last battle, I think. And then some random game from my Steam library after that. These Friday streams are visual novels or other heavily story-based games. like examples of non-visual novels are, you know, Danganronpa kind of stuff, which are very heavily story-based, but there are still some game mechanics or like exploration stuff. But yeah, I'm glad you seem to be here for the content, because I do love finding other visual novel fans. It's definitely a niche genre, so I'm glad I can I'm glad I can show off a bunch of different ones, because I own a bunch, and this is a great way to kind of spread the word about a bunch of them. Though this one's from 2006, and then released in English in around 13, so it's been around a while. But I don't know, maybe new visual novel people don't know it. But yeah, so I like using my massive Steam library to help kind of share knowledge about games you might not play normally. But I thank you all for watching, chatting, lurking, following, anything else you do to contribute to the stream. I really appreciate it. And I hope you all will be back for some of my future streams where I'll, you know, play more games. Alright, I'll be seeing you all. So, goodbye. And once again, one more time, thank you for joining.